Plenty of sound, huh? Test, test.
You like that? You like that?
Appreciating the feast. Got me. I'm feeling all right. All right. Let's go. Bear with me here. It's like the second time I've used the camera. As I hit it.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Trojans of Troy are on the field, and as we close in on kickoff, Troy is loosening up, going through the final preparation.
like the ball. What the heck? Simple pass. Keep going. And simple, another simple throw, and it goes it wide. Awesome. That's so much for getting the ball first. Ah. Pressure. Yeah. The offside or full start. Jeez. Ugh. See if this hit that would work. Here we go. This might work better. What up, John? Damn. Trying to cut that noise out. I don't know where it's coming from. Bear with me. I don't know. Might be coming from that iPad.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 22. And they get nice yardage on that run. Steps up in the pocket. Fires out to his wideout. And down he goes at the 46. And that's the way you're supposed to play pitch and catch.
Absolutely. You know, this wide receiver is a difference maker. He's one of those players that has a chance to go the distance every time you get him the ball.
From the 46-yard line. First down. Here's the pass. Broken up.
This guy is mostly used to stop the run, but here he showed that he's not too bad against the pass either.
2nd and 10.
Here's a running play. They'll bring him down around the 45-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 36. Throws out and through his hands.
I love to see a confident quarterback, but you don't want to just go back there and put blind faith into your throws. You need a little bit more time to evaluate the coverage before you release the football.
Well, I'm not sure I really agree with this call to go for it, but that's why I'm not coaching, folks. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line.
Oh, this is a great job by this young man to get the ball out of his hands. He was facing an all-out blitz and didn't panic at all. It's a nice pass and a new set of downs to show for it. You know, at that point, I think, Brad, the quarterbacks are just better off just taking a sack. You have to be very careful as you're feeling pressure to throw the ball just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that play and get ready for the next down.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. Brought down around the 22-yard line.
Number 91 on the tackle at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Caught with room to work. And he's taken down at the 12-yard line.
I like how the offense is using the pass to get him involved. He's explosive, and you just want to get the ball in his hands.
It's the 11th play of the drive. the stop right around the 2-yard line.
It's great when a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
It's first down, and they come to the line with a 1st and goal. Nice move, and he scores.
Sucks.
Will be tied with the extra point. And he converts the extra point. Let's get an update now. Here's Reese Davis. Reese.
The Red Hawks were ranked 14th. Their charge, take care of business. And they did. And for Texas State, they've dropped 2 straight.
Troy lines up for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Turn the mic up a little bit.
Every drive's important in a tie game. I look for both sides to come out with some urgency. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch.
Gain of 13 yards. First down.
He's into the open field. Still on his feet. And he's tackled at the 24.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Goodness gracious, man.
He's tackled at the 14-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 1.
Fires quickly to the tight end. Touchdown. And he hits the PAT. So a 4-play, 74-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
The score now, 14-7. He's to the 10. And he's taken down at the 18-yard line.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
Well, they got the result you always want on the last drive. Let's see if it happens again.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. Right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 39.
It's always waiting. That help me.
Incomplete. And that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
And he's tackled
Nice
after
little move
positive
there.
yardage.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4.
Oh, come on, man.
The pass ball is incomplete. the intended receiver on the play.
Hey,
That makes it 4th and 4.
Harris is waiting for the snap. Tulane's making a bid for an upset here today, Herbie, but do they really have it in them, do you think?
Brad, it's a great start by this team. I just can't see them holding up for 4 quarters. I think eventually you'll see the better team emerge. I think this defense right now needs somebody to try to lift up their spirits. They seem to really be just out there kind of going through the motions. And I think the last time they were out there when they gave up such a long drive has had an impact and an effect negatively on the psyche of this defense.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Tulane is up 7.
with this no huddle.
He's got an opening. He's at midfield. And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 39.
You like that? You like that?
He's taken down around the 42-yard line. How about the play of this defensive end?
This is just solid run defense here. They get a great push
go.
up front,
Do
not
another
allowing
stop
the
right
runner to
here.
have much room to work with. And at the end, they're able to wrap him up.
2nd and 13 coming up here. All on the 42. He gets out to about the 42-yard
Appreciate
line.
Ryan. What up, dog?
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
What's going on?
Excellent open field tackle. It'll be short of the first after the completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
That's huge. Oh, look at a very promising drive.
Mosby to punt.
We're gonna punt the ball away.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the
Leave some
front of their
comments if
minds.
you can
They
hear
just
me.
need to go out there and play.
How it sounds. You get that squeaky wheel sound. Let me try to fix that.
Zips it to the tight end.
You can tell he's got a lot of faith in his
Pretty
wide
good with
receiver.
tech, but
Even when he's a
sometimes
little bit
it's
off
tough.
target, they can pull it in and make something happen.
It's the best of
It's
me.
2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Tackle at the 35. Fires to his receiver, first down.
Freshman 88, baby Carlos. He's been a baller so far this year.
Wants it all, going deep. Fires quickly, and they got it. Touchdown.
And Gus Malzahn. Boom.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he adds the extra point. Let's get the latest now from Reese Davis.
Let's take a look at some action in the ACC. And for Virginia Tech, they become bowl eligible with this win.
Troy's going to use their first time out of the half here.
Love the triangle button on kickoff.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
I don't think either team has a clear advantage so far. Let's see if they can make some plays and get a little separation.
Discord.
Now he's scrambling. Got the corner. Tackle made
Right around the 38-yard line.
Call it a gain of 13 yards. That makes it first and 10.
He fights forward to about the 40.
We've played one. We're deadlocked right now at 14. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2.
Yeah.
He's at midfield. He's at the 40. Inside the 30. To the 10. And he's taken down at the 5-yard line.
And for Jenkins, he moves past the 100-yard mark.
You just can't say enough about the job the offensive line has done. They've kept the running lanes open and given him all kinds of space to maneuver.
First and goal from the 5. They're knocking on the door.
And he is drilled at the 2.
Kansas. Scrappy.
They bring him down in the backfield.
I like how the defense got all up into that option to disrupt it. The offense looks a bit unsettled after losing that battle.
I think.
Here we go, folks. Third and goal from the 4. Well, Kirk, good news. We saw him go to the locker room a little bit earlier with that injury, but apparently he's all right. It looks like he's going to get back in the action here.
Room around the corner. And down he goes
Oh,
at the
what a
1-yard
tackle.
line.
What a tackle.
That brings us 4th and goal.
Great tackle.
Tulane is looking to go up by 3. The kick is up.
And the field goal is good.
Dude, I know he's put it on there somewhere. Where is it?
Looks like they're ready for the kick. He
Sorry if
really
you
got
left
a
the
hold of
comment
that
on
kick.
it. I can't. I'll read it here in a second. I'm trying to find it.
He's to the 10. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 35-yard line.
Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
He's on the run. He's at midfield. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 47.
No idea. I don't know what the ringing sound is. It might be the iPad frequency.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 47.
You still hear it? Look at that footwork, baby. Oh, shoot.
And for Freeman, he makes it 2 TD catches.
Well, it's obvious the coach wanted to get him involved in the game plan. It looks like it was a pretty smart move, too.
Beautiful.
And he tacks on the extra point. A quick 2-play, 65-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown. Harris has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. He sends this one deep.
It's like it's Florida.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
That was a hell of a throw, wasn't it?
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. They work the right side, and there's nothing going there.
There we go. Just play a little defense.
It was over before it got started.
Come on, control. Come on, controllers.
That was just a case of the offensive line getting beat at the snap of the ball.
Nice run there as they work the outside.
Phoenix 6 on the play. That'll make it 35.
Fires quickly to the tight end. They'll bring him down to the 39-yard line.
Gain of 9 on the play. First down.
Man left, man left. Three down. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Is that ringing sound still there in the feast?
And he's tackled at the 41-yard
Or was
line.
it subsided?
That's good for gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Three down. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Brought down around the 49-yard line.
That's not everyday speed you're talking about with this guy. This is a unique burst combined with a really impressive field vision.
Three down. Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Hit and 2.
Complete. He's got room. He steps out at the 45-yard
I can't do anything with white corners.
line.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
Missed that
And
tackle.
they get nice yardage on that run.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. First down.
Here we go. Tight right.
Can't miss that.
Three down. Check that. We want Mike 52. Check that. Lucy. Check.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 45.
That's a loss of 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 15.
I saw that. I was trying to get to it, but the DB picked that. I think I'm gonna bring.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Straight run here, and he's got nowhere to go.
Let's go.
That makes it 3rd and 15.
Oh, do it again. Bring him again. Get him. Hit
They
it.
got him.
Let's go.
You can't take sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
4th and long here after the sack. Beard, the return man.
and you control it.
21-yard punt. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
The quarterback is on his way back onto the field, and he led a great drive last time out. Troy holds a 4-point lead. And they make the stop at the 47-yard line. From their own 47-yard
Trying
line,
a different
it's
style
first down.
approach in the second half.
Quick pass. He's tackled at about the 37-yard line. Deep ball, laying it out there. Picked off.
That greedy.
It looked like the pass was sailing out of reach, but he just climbed the ladder and made a spectacular interception.
From their own 20-yard line. First down. And he's taken down at the 23. He takes the option pitch and gets 2, maybe 3 yards.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 for Mike.
Feeds it to the back. He fights forward to about the 23. Somebody jumped early down there.
False start, offense.
They'll line up for another third down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a third down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
From their own 18-yard line. Third down. He's gobbled up in the backfield. The Trojans are going to call their second timeout.
There's nothing better than having an athletic, versatile, and instinctive safety. He makes a big-time play here with his recognition of the run, comes up and does what he does best, which is making a nice, sure tackle on the ball carrier.
Beard fields it at the 46. They'll bring him down at the 41. Not sure what the flag is about here. Let's go down to the field and find out.
Clipping.
So they'll move back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here. From their own 41-yard line. First down. Troy is up by 4.
Go, 4.
Hines on the handoff. He makes it to the 42-yard line. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
That makes it second and 10.
Throws it out, and it falls incomplete.
This quarterback has got to do a better job of looking off defenders
Joey,
and
two-hand
allow
catch,
his
please,
covered
two
receivers
hands.
some room to improvise and get free.
now. They need to get it inside the 49. The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He's taken down around the 43-yard line. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Throws a bullet. Got him again. And he finally steps out at the 16.
Definitely thought that was picked.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 6-play, 59-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient at throwing the ball.
So our score, 28-17. Harris looks ready to kick this one off. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Hall's play in the first half has been impressive, and that's the way he's played quarterback all season long and in this first half too. But right now he needs some help, Kirk, and I think he's about ready to go over the sideline and start kicking some fannies.
I think he better, Brad. I think you're right. He's playing well enough for this team to win, but unfortunately they're losing. They still have a lot of football left to go. And I'm with you. I think one way to try to get this team to turn it around is he's going to have to provide that leadership, maybe challenge him a little bit on the sideline, and definitely at halftime and try to get him ready to go in the second half.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. Going deep, lays it out there. He hauls it in. Tackle at the 24. Good looking play there.
I think they did a great job up front here, allowing the quarterback enough time to look downfield and spot the open man.
Man left, man left. Red 2, green it.
Wears it out to the right to the halfback. And he's level at the 13.
That's a gain of 11 on the play.
So we're done. They just
Black
go right down the field.
Goes to the end zone. The defender had it and then dropped it.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
What are you doing?
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 13.
Hey, kill.
To the end zone. He goes up and gets it. It's a touchdown.
And they get the ball back.
And he adds the extra point. They might just want to squib this one. Only a few seconds left here before halftime. And he got all of this one. Great kick.
One play.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
TD.
This offense just torched the defense through the air with a great passing attack on their last drive.
I think the defense right now is just sitting back on their heels. They're allowing the offense to kind of dictate things to them. And the one thing is that any defensive coordinator will tell you in the country, you have to be the one trying to dictate things to the offense. So change it up. Try something different. If it's not working, you can't continue to sit back on your heels.
We've seen quite a bit of offense here as we reach halftime.
All right, let me try a different sound approach.
Check, 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 check it. Check. Check. Maybe the ringing will stop. Hopefully.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. He really got a hold of that kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. And down he goes around the 28-yard line. Up the middle and no room to run.
That makes it 47.
They bring him down. The defensive end just put on a clinic that time.
You know, they might want to double team this guy with the back the next time they pass.
Mosby is the punter. He makes it to the 45-yard line. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding. Receiving team.
Well, if you want to ruin a drive, just grab a hold of a defender's jersey.
from their own 29-yard line. It's first down. Troy is up 4.
And 2, green 8.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 34. Here comes the pressure. It's complete. Brought down around the 49-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Troy. First down.
From their own 49-yard line. First down.
Hold on. Hold on. So bad.
So much noise going on around there. So much, so much, so much. So much noise going on around there. So much, so much, so much. Alright, maybe that will work.
Goes to the tight end and knocked away.
The pass was right on target, so that took a wrong defense to deny the completion.
They're about 4 yards away here on third down.
I'm struggling to figure out this mic stuff and this sound.
And he's tackled around the 36-yard line. Wide receivers. And he tackles him hard at the 44.
That'll make it second and long.
worse than it was when I was just using the
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
headphones on the phone.
He's going to
Call a loss of 8 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and long.
All right, hold on. Let me.
Let's try this again. This was our best hookup.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Troy is up by 4. They'll bring him down right around the 36-yard line.
Let's go for this.
It's 4th down, and the offense is getting set to go for it. Caught, enough for the first down. They can't connect, incomplete. Big stop by the defense. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. And they got to him before he could get back to the line.
All right, let's go.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and 13.
From their own 32-yard line. 2nd down. Got it to his man on the screen. Tackle made around the 34-yard line. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Quick throw after the receiver. And he's taken down right around the 48-yard line.
14 on the play. 1st down.
He's at the 40. Makes it to the 37.
Gain of 15 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
He makes his way out to about the 25.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. 1st down.
Oh, shit.
28-yard line.
There's nothing better than having an athletic, versatile, and instinctive safety. He makes a big-time play here with his recognition of the run, comes up and does what he does best, which is making a nice short tackle on the ball carrier.
And it looks like there's an injury down there on the field. From the 28-yard line. Second down. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And they make the stop at the 25. Over the middle to his tailback. Tackle around the 16-yard line.
Cummins with the tackle at the 16-yard line. Fourth down.
It's fourth down. They'll call on the field goal unit here. It's up, and he got it.
Attempt is good.
Tulane ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. Hall's game so far, what we expected. He's a star. He's playing like one. We're in the third quarter, and he's done everything we expected and then some, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's just one of those guys that has the ability to take a game over. And, you know, we've seen it all year with him. It's not shocking to see what he's been able to do today, but it is fun to watch. I mean, he makes great decisions. He always seems to be able to be in command of this offense. And up to this point, this defense has not been able to do anything to slow him down.
They're ready to begin another drive. Troy is up one. The play clock's at 0-0. They just took too long.
Delay of game, offense.
So the delay of game will move him back a few, and I'm pretty sure the coach isn't happy with his quarterback right now. First and 15 now after the penalty. Kirk, we saw this guy head to the locker room earlier with an injury, and unfortunately, it looks like he could be sitting out the rest of this one. Nice run there. Hines picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That'll bring up second and 11.
Hang on tight, folks. We head to the fourth quarter in what could be a shocker. Troy's up by 1.
All right, you guys separate them.
Great 3 quarters of action, tight ball game, and now it's the fourth quarter, and this will decide it. Slings it out there incomplete.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Third down and 11 coming up here. Ball on the 24. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field. He's taken down at about the 45. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And down he goes around the 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 10 on the ground. That brings up second and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's second down and 1.
I don't know why I play video
Troy
games.
with a 1-point lead.
Go.
Quick strike to the receiver.
Credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
He sails it long. He caught it. Touchdown. And he tacks on the extra point. Harris has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. He kicks it. And he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Fires it quickly. He's hit and taken down.
Griffin makes the tackle at the 40-yard line. That makes it first and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
He's out of bounds at the 41. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping. Offense.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
So it's first down and an eternity. Knocked out of bounds at the 32.
Different quarterback. I think it is. It seems like it was. Don't give it away.
On the ground with the tailback. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. If there was ever a time that this offense could use a miracle, it would be right now. It's third down, and they've got a long ways to go to get the first. Gets it out in a hurry. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
I'm not sure the quarterback saw him when he was getting ready to pass because he stuck his
Lead the
ball
league in
right in the
pass
passing
deflection,
lane.
baby. Lead the league in pass deflections.
Beard back to return it.
I want to hear that. Clip me.
And he's taken down at the 39-yard line. And for Freeman, he's putting up some very impressive numbers today in the passing game.
Yeah, Brad, I think with this performance today, he's really sending a message to the entire country that this is a guy you've got to be aware of, and you better be prepared for if you line up against this offense. You know, the coaches told us all week about his home run ability. 3 touchdowns on the day, I'd say he's proven them right.
Steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Troy up by 8. Got a man, they knocked it loose.
That was textbook coverage by the defense. That's exactly what you want to do on every single pass play, but it doesn't always happen.
down right around the 42-yard line.
Good job.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Nice run up the middle.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Gets to about the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here.
I love the blitz, but the quarterback did a really good job of seeing it and reading it, and then standing tall in the pocket to find his man for the first.
Troy holds an 8-point advantage. And he might want it all here, and does! Can't connect.
Intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 26. And he's tackled at the 15. And that's their 3rd first down of the drive.
The defense needs to figure out a way to stop them, or else they're going to have no problem putting points on the board.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Gets to about the 14-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 14-yard line, it's 2nd down. There's a strike complete. They'll bring him down at about the 7-yard line.
Contested ball game, and he catches that one. I'll take it.
Here's the 11th play of the drive. Run left side. He makes it out to maybe the 7-yard line. Tulane's going to use their first time out of the half here. It's 4th down. This should be an easy field goal. The kick is up, and it sails through the uprights. They line up to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance.
All right. 11-point lead, 2
down in the end
possessions,
zone
2
for a
13
touchback.
left on the clock. Let's see how bad we can screw this one up.
They're set to go for another
I
round.
know we were just competing.
A little more than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Just throws this one away. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. He steps up. Quick throw, caught by the fullback. Tackle made at the 32-yard line.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. Third down.
Catches it. He's immediately tackled behind the line. They get a 1-yard loss on that one.
Pretty good stand there. They weren't fooled at all by the offensive play call.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. Gets it out to his receiver in a hurry. And he's taken down right around the 46-yard line.
Kill. Gunner 3. Check 13. Check 13. Red 2. Blue 20. Motion.
Here's a quick throw. It falls incomplete.
Too bad that'll go down as an incompletion because he made a really great play on the ball to make the catch.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 46. Get to that quickly. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
Under a minute left.
Red 2.
He goes out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd and 7. Ball on the 40-yard line. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
False start. Offense.
Maybe he got the cadence wrong coming out of the huddle. The coaches have a low threshold for mistakes like that.
He gets to about the 34-yard line. Tulane's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. And that just might do it. Intercepted. Boy, the defense was all over the ball in the air, and they come away with a dagger of an interception. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 40. They go with a run. Nice run there as they work the outside.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty.
All right, let's get out of this game.
From the 38-yard line. First down. We have less than a minute to go. Nothing more demoralizing for a defense than seeing the opposing quarterback take a knee. Tulane will use their final timeout. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. Takes a knee.
Hall's stats today, again, are off the charts, and they continue to be all season long. Unfortunately, they don't get the win.
Yeah, the team loses the game, but for him individually, he continues to show the nation why he's one of the best at his position.
More fun and points than Kirk and I expected. 38-27, Trojans. Thanks for joining us for another game of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk and everyone here at EA Sports, Brad Nusler saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
Need a Kleenex out of here. Need a Kleenex. Three of 12. That's big. Wow, I've never seen an even number of time of possession with 13 minutes and 15 minutes. That's crazy. I think I'll play this false start and then I'll play the bowl game. All right. Let me cut this off for a second.